Hunter is a crime drama TV series that aired on NBC from 1984 to 1991. Created by Frank Lupo, it stars Fred Dryer as Detective Sergeant Rick Hunter and Stepfanie Kramer as his partner, Detective Sergeant D.D. McCall. The show follows their efforts to tackle crime in Los Angeles, featuring intense action, gritty realism, and a strong buddy cop dynamic. Known for its memorable catchphrases and dramatic sequences, Hunter became a popular staple of 1980s television. The series enjoyed high ratings, featured notable guest stars, and led to several TV movies and a short-lived revival in the 1990s. Many of the series' actors have passed away. Some of them had really tragic life and ending. We are going to pay tribute to all of them. Stay tuned with us and please subscribe the channel. Brian Dennehy. First up is Brian Dennehy, who played a significant role in the television series Hunter, where he portrayed the character of Captain Charles Devane. The series aired from 1984 to 1991. Captain Charles Devane was a tough and seasoned police captain who oversaw the operations of the homicide division. Brian Dennehy was born on July 9, 1938 in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and he had a long and distinguished career in film, television, and theater. He began his career in the late 1970s, appearing in various television shows and films. His breakthrough role came in 1982 with the film First Blood, where he played Sheriff Will Teasel, the antagonist to Sylvester Stallone's character, John Rambo. This role brought Dennehy widespread recognition and showcased his ability to portray complex and intense characters. Dennehy continued to build his career with a mix of film and television roles. In 1985, he starred in Cocoon, a science fiction film directed by Ron Howard. In this movie, Dennehy played Walter, the leader of an alien race. He also appeared in the film's sequel, Cocoon: The Return, released in 1988. Another notable film role was in Silverado in 1985, a Western where he portrayed the villainous sheriff cop. Brian Dennehy's talent was not limited to the big screen. He was also a prominent figure in theater, earning critical acclaim for his performances in various stage productions. He won 2 Tony Awards for Best Actor in a Play. The first was for his role as Willie Loman in Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman in 1999, and the second was for his portrayal of James Tyrone in Eugenio Ail's Long Day's Journey into Night in 2003. These performances solidified his reputation as a powerful and commanding stage actor. In 1995, he starred in the crime drama Gotti, playing the infamous mob boss John Gotti. He also appeared in the television adaptation of Death of a Salesman, reprising his Tony Award-winning role as Willie Loman in 2000. Dennehy's ability to bring authenticity and intensity to his characters made him a sought-after actor in both film and television. Brian Dennehy continued to work steadily in the industry well into the 21st century. He appeared in films such as Assault on Precinct 13 in 2005, Righteous Kill in 2008, and The Next 3 Days in 2010. His television credits included roles in popular series like The West Wing, 30 Rock, and The Blacklist. Unfortunately, Brian Dennehy passed away on April 15, 2020 at the age of 81. He died of cardiac arrest due to sepsis at his home in New Haven, Connecticut. Bruce Kirby. We also remember Bruce Kirby as the role of Officer Kramer in the popular television series Hunter. His character was a trusted and loyal colleague to the main protagonist, Detective Rick Hunter, played by Fred Dryer. Kirby's role in Hunter was a significant one, as he appeared in nearly every episode of the series, often providing a foil to Hunter's tough and rugged persona. His character's dry wit and sarcastic comments added a layer of depth to the show, and his on-screen chemistry with Dryer was undeniable. Despite being a supporting character, Officer Kramer became an integral part of the show's fabric, and Kirby's performance earned him widespread recognition and praise. One of his earliest roles was in the 1974 film The Terminal Man, where he played a minor part alongside George Segal. He continued to work steadily throughout the 70s and 80s, making appearances in films like The Apple Dumpling Gang in 1975, The Shaggy DA in 1976, and The In-Laws in 1979. In the 80s, Kirby's career gained momentum, with roles in films such as The Blues Brothers in 1980, The Border in 1982, and Uncommon Valor in 1983. He also made guest appearances on popular television shows like Hill Street Blues, L.A., Law and Murder, She Wrote. Kirby's versatility as an actor allowed him to effortlessly transition between comedic and dramatic roles, making him a sought-after talent in the industry. He made appearances in films like The Hunchback of Notre Dame in 1996 and The Glass House in 2001. His final acting credit was in the 2005 film The Dukes of Hazzard, a comedy remake of the classic television series. After serving in the United States Army, Kirby moved to Los Angeles to pursue a career in acting. He began landing small roles in film and television, eventually working his way up to more substantial parts. Kirby's personal life was marked by a long and happy marriage to his wife, Brigitta, whom he met in the early 60s. The couple had 2 children together and remained married until Kirby's passing. Despite his success in the entertainment industry, Kirby remained humble and grounded, preferring to keep a low profile and avoid the spotlight. Bruce Kirby passed away on 24th of September, 2019, at the age of 84, surrounded by his family and loved ones. Stanley Camel. Stanley Camel, or Lieutenant Brad Navarro in the television series Hunter. Camel's character, Lieutenant Brad Navarro, was a recurring role on the show, where he portrayed a dedicated and competent police officer working alongside the main characters, Sergeant Rick Hunter and Sergeant D.D. McCall. His performance in the series was noted for adding depth to the police procedural dynamics of the show. Stanley Camel was born on January 1st, 1943, in South River, New Jersey. His career in acting spanned several decades, and he was known for his versatile roles in both television and film. Camel's early career included appearances on various popular television shows during the 1970s and 1980s. He appeared on Days of Our Lives General Hospital and Knots Landing. His talent for playing complex characters earned him guest roles on shows like Murder, She Wrote, Star Trek: The Next Generation, and L.A. Law. In addition to his role in Hunter, Camel is perhaps best remembered for his role as Dr. Charles Kroger on the television series Monk was a comedy drama detective mystery television series that aired from 2002 to 2009. Camel played Dr. Charles Kroger, the psychiatrist to the main character, Adrian Monk, portrayed by Tony Shalhoub. His portrayal of Dr. Kroger was beloved by fans and was integral to the show's success, as he provided much-needed support and guidance to the obsessive-compulsive detective. Camel's film career included roles in movies such as Domino Inside Out and Raise Your Voice. He often played characters with a strong presence and was praised for his ability to bring depth and authenticity to his roles. Tragically, Stanley Camel passed away on April 8, 2008, at the age of 65. His death was due to a heart attack. Charles Halahan. Charles Halahan, with the iconic role of Charlie Devens, was a seasoned and no-nonsense police officer in the popular television series Hunter. His character was a trusted partner and close friend to the titular character, Detective Rick Hunter, played by Fred Dreyer. Throughout the series, Devens provided a perfect foil to Hunter's more impulsive nature, often serving as a voice of reason and offering sage advice. Halahan's portrayal of Devens earned him widespread recognition and praise from audiences and critics alike. Born on July 29, 1948, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Halahan began his acting career in the early 70s, landing small roles in film and television. His breakthrough came in 1975, when he appeared in the critically acclaimed film The Day of the Locust, directed by John Schlesinger. This led to more substantial roles in films such as The China Syndrome, released in 1979, and the cult classic, The Thing, directed by John Carpenter in 1982. In addition to his work on Hunter, Halahan had a prolific career in film and television, appearing in a wide range of projects. Some notable roles include his portrayal of a corrupt cop in the crime drama The Black Marble, released in 1980, and his turn as a ruthless businessman in the thriller The Pursuit of D.B. Cooper, released in 1981. He also made guest appearances on popular television shows such as Hill Street Blues, Magnum P.I., and Murder, She Wrote. Sadly, Charles Halahan passed away on November 25, 2002, at the age of 54, due to complications from a heart attack. Gary Crosby. Next up is Gary Crosby, who we know as Ed LaFiamma from the series. Ed LaFiamma appeared in several episodes, contributing to the show's dynamic with his nuanced performances. Gary Crosby was born on June 27, 1933, in Los Angeles, California. He was the son of the famous singer and actor Bing Crosby and actress Dixie Lee. In addition to his role in Hunter, Gary Crosby appeared in several other television shows and movies. Some of his notable film roles include Mardi Gras in 1958, A Private's Affair in 1959, and Girl Happy in 1965. He also made guest appearances on popular television series such as The Twilight Zone, Adam 12, The Rockford Files, and The Andy Griffith Show. Despite his successful career, Gary Crosby faced several personal challenges, including struggles with alcoholism and strained relationships within his family. He wrote a memoir titled Going My Own Way, published in 1983, in which he detailed his experiences growing up as the son of Bing Crosby and his efforts to establish his own identity and career. Gary Crosby passed away on August 24, 2001, in Burbank, California, at the age of 68. He succumbed to lung cancer, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances and contributions. Martin E. Brooks. Martin E. Brooks played the role of Officer Rudy Davis. His character was a trusted and loyal partner to the main protagonist, Detective Rick Hunter, played by Fred Dreyer. Officer Davis was a skilled and dedicated police officer who often provided comic relief with his witty one-liners and humorous antics. Throughout the series, Brooks' character was an integral part of the show, often providing a foil to Hunter's tough and rugged persona. In addition to his role in Hunter, Martin E. Brooks had a prolific career in film and television, appearing in numerous movies and shows throughout the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. One of his earliest notable roles was in the classic science fiction series Star Trek, where he played the role of Lieutenant Reyna in the episode Requiem for Methuselah in 1969. He also appeared in several episodes of the popular series Mission Impossible, playing various characters throughout the show's run. Brooks' film career was just as impressive, with roles in movies such as The Wild Bunch, directed by Sam Peckinpah in 1969, and The Andromeda Strain, based on the novel by Michael Crichton in 1971. He also appeared in the cult classic horror film The Terminal Man, based on the novel by Michael Crichton in 1974. Martin E. Brooks passed away on December 15, 2007, at the age of 84. Don Edmonds. Don Edmonds played a minor role in the television series. His character's appearances were limited, and he did not play a central or recurring role in the series. Don Edmonds' involvement in the series was one of the many acting roles he undertook during his career, though it did not define his professional trajectory. Don Edmonds was born on September 1, 1937, in Kansas City, Missouri. He began his career in entertainment as an actor, appearing in various television shows and films throughout the 1950s and 1960s. His early acting credits include appearances in television series such as The Twilight Zone and Gomer Pyle, USMC. His career took a significant turn when he moved into directing and producing, which became his primary focus. He directed the cult classic film Ilsa, She-Wolf of the SS in 1975. This film became infamous for its controversial and graphic content, establishing Edmonds as a prominent figure in exploitation cinema. The success of Ilsa, She-Wolf of the SS led to several sequels, including Ilsa, Harem Keeper of the Oil Sheiks in 1976. These films were known for their provocative themes and sensationalism, which garnered a significant following and cemented Edmonds' reputation in this niche genre. Beyond the Ilsa series, Don Edmonds directed other exploitation and B-movies, such as Wild Honey in 1972 and Tender Loving Care in 1973. He also worked as a producer, contributing to projects like True Romance. In 1993, directed by Tony Scott and written by Quentin Tarantino, Don Edmonds passed away on May 30, 2009, in North Hollywood, California. He died of liver cancer at the age of 71. Darlan Flug. On our list, we also have Darlan Flug, who we know for being a great actor. He also played the role of Officer Joanne Malinsky in the television series. She joined the series in its 6th season, which aired from 1989 to 1990. Her character was a tough and dedicated police officer who partnered with the main character, Detective Rick Hunter, portrayed by Fred Dreyer. Joanne Malinsky was introduced as a competent and no-nonsense officer who could hold her own in the male-dominated world of law enforcement. Darlan Flug's career in the entertainment industry spanned several decades and included a variety of roles in both film and television. She was born on November 25, 1953, in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Flug began her career as a model before transitioning to acting. Her breakthrough role came in the 1985 film To Live and Die in L.A., directed by William Friedkin, where she played Ruth Lanier, a key character involved in the plot of counterfeit money and law enforcement. She continued to build her career with notable performances in films such as Once Upon a Time in America, a 1984 epic crime drama directed by Sergio Leone. In this film, she played Eve, a glamorous woman who becomes involved with the film's protagonist, Noodles, portrayed by Robert De Niro. Another significant role was in Running Scared, a 1986 action comedy, where she starred alongside Gregory Hines and Billy Crystal. She played Anna, the love interest of Billy Crystal's character, providing a strong female presence in the male-driven narrative. In 1987, Darlan Flug appeared in Pet Sematary, a horror film directed by Mary Lambert. She played Renee Hallow, the mother of the protagonist, Jeff, who is portrayed by Edward Furlong. Darlan Flug's life and career were marked by both successes and challenges. She continued to act into the early 2000s, though her roles became less frequent. Sadly, she faced health issues in her later years. Darlan Flug passed away on December 15, 2017, in Orlando, Florida, after a battle with Alzheimer's disease. Her contributions to film and television, particularly her memorable roles in iconic projects, have left an enduring legacy in the entertainment industry. John Sheeran. Up next is the great actor John Sheeran, who played the role of Captain Lester D. Oman in the Hunter series. In the series, Captain Oman was the boss of the two main characters, Rick Hunter and D.D. McCall, and was often portrayed as a fair and understanding superior who tried to keep his detectives out of trouble. Sheeran's character was a regular in the show and appeared in many episodes throughout its run. Before his role in Hunter, Sheeran had a long and varied career in film and television. He began acting in the early 1960s, appearing in small roles on shows such as The Fugitive and The Virginian. He also had a number of film credits, including roles in The Cincinnati Kid, a poker-themed drama starring Steve McQueen, and The Thomas Crown Affair, a heist film starring Steve McQueen and Faye Dunaway. In the 1970s, Sheeran continued to work steadily in film and television, appearing in shows such as The Waltons and The Rockford Files. He also had a number of notable film roles, including a part in The Apple Dumpling Gang, a Western comedy starring Tim Conway and Don Knotts. In addition to his work on Hunter, Sheeran also appeared in a number of other television series in the 1980s, including Magnum P.I. and Murder, She Wrote. He continued to work in film and television throughout the 1990s, although at a slower pace than in earlier years. John Sheeran passed away on November 24, 2001, at the age of 75. He died of natural causes at his home in Los Angeles, California. Don Bexley. Don Bexley was a minor role in the television series Hunter. His role in this series was one among many guest appearances he made in various television shows. Bexley was more prominently known for his role as Bubba Bexley in the popular television series Sanford & Son. This role, which he played from 1972 to 1977, brought him widespread recognition and remains his most memorable performance. Don Bexley was born on March 10, 1919, in Jamestown, Virginia. His career began in the entertainment industry as a stand-up comedian and vaudeville performer. Bexley's comedic talent led him to perform in nightclubs and theaters across the country, which eventually opened doors for him in television and film. Aside from Sanford & Son, Bexley appeared in several other television shows and movies. His television appearances include roles in Laverne and Shirley Cheers and T.J. Hooker. In films, he appeared in Benji, a family film released in 1974, and The Meteor Man, a superhero comedy film released in 1993. Don Bexley passed away on April 15, 2001, in Hampton, Virginia. He was 82 years old at the time of his death. His contributions to television and comedy have left a lasting legacy, and he is remembered fondly by fans of Sanford & Son and those who appreciated his work across different media. Dale Swan. Dale Swan played the role of Sheriff Storch in Hunter. Swan's character, Sheriff Storch, appeared in several episodes throughout the series, contributing to various investigations and storylines involving the main characters. Dale Swan was an American actor known for his work in both television and film. He had a diverse acting career, appearing in a variety of roles across different genres. In addition to his role in Hunter, Swan appeared in a number of other television series and movies throughout his career. Some of his notable television appearances included roles in series like The Dukes of Hazzard Magnum, P.I. Matlock, and Star Trek: The Next Generation. In the world of film, Dale Swan had roles in movies such as Gettysburg, released in 1993, where he played the role of General Zook, and Dragon: The Bruce Lee Story, released in 1993, where he portrayed a boxing referee. Swan's versatility as an actor allowed him to take on a wide range of characters, from historical figures to contemporary roles. Dale Swan passed away on April 9, 2009,